Hey, what's up everybody? It's me, Lucas LDG. Welcome back to another video. So today, I'm going to be reviewing LEGO Minifigures Series 22, which, yes, I apologize that it took a while for me to review this series. I am finally free from school, thank the Lord. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this series. It has 16 different minifigures to collect. And this released supposedly around January, but it came out kind of late where I'm from. But yeah, that's it. That's all I really have to say. Let's get right into this. So this is going to be in like no particular order. I'm just going to be taking a look at each of the 16 figures at once. Well, not really at once, but you get what I mean, like one after the other. It's not really going to be in any specific order. But yeah, this is the chili pepper costume, the first figure we will be taking a look at, which once again, the main attraction for this figure is this chili pepper thing here, which there isn't really a chili pepper piece in Lego form. So it would have been nice if we got like a chili pepper piece as an accessory for the figure. Instead, we get this milk carton here, which does have some nice printing on it. It would have been nice as well to get a chili pepper like piece, but oh well, that's okay. And you can also easily lift that piece right there, which just slides onto the torso. Which yeah, it is nice to see some printing on the torso, which has like a bit like a flaming chili on there. A little bit of printing on the back, which she also does have an alternate face. And on the front, it has her like sweating and stuff. And she also does have a hairpiece, which I call the Karen hairpiece. This is the hairpiece in red, which is also nice that they're also including hairpiece with some of these characters that have like helmets and stuff to it. So yeah, that's really it for this figure. Our next minifigure up is this alien guy. I forgot what you just called, like a space alien character. But yeah, this is a figure that I think I gave a little bit of flack when it first came out. I still think this is a pretty cool figure. Actually, I really like how this one came out. I really like the scales and the details all around it, which you can see that it's on both sides of the arms. And you can also see that it also continues onto the legs, like on the side, and even on the feet printing right there, which is pretty impressive. It does have this weird classic space logo on the torso, which is something that I didn't really like from the figure. I don't really like how it's just randomly just placed on there. Right now, it would have been nice if you just got more scale printing on it or something. This is a really funny, I guess, head expression. I actually do really like this one where it has a minifigure head, but that minifigure head is just a mouth. And you can see that there's an alternate face on the back. And then this hat isn't really a hat. It actually doubles as like a part of the head. So you can see that this antenna area right here is actually supposed to be where the eyes are printed on. So it's like, I don't know, I just find it really funny. You could use that for like a cursed Lego minifigure situation. And you can see on the back has another head. Well, it's not really meant to be a headpiece, but probably like a canister for something. And there is no printing on the back, though. That just attaches on this little neck bracket right here. And the last bit to this figure is this nice gun right here, which is a very colorful gun design. But yeah, that's really it for this figure. Next up, we have, and I just dropped the part of the figure. But yeah, we have the fall trainer or something. Well, I just call it the farmer girl. But yeah, this is the farmer girl fowl trainer, whatever you want to call it. Which, yeah, this is a pretty not really interesting figure. I mean, it does have a nice flannel piece to it. It does have good pieces, definitely, but it's not something that's like super interesting. You can see that she has two faces. She has the not really dual molded legs. What are they called? Mid-sized legs in a nice dark blue, which I'm glad that they're using the mid-sized legs more often. Her accessory is kind of boring. It's just a carrot. And she does have a nice hairpiece, which is like this hair hat combo, which is nice for the figure. But the best part is obviously this horse piece, or like a baby horse, which is, I believe it's called a foal or fowl. I don't really know the pronunciation of it. But yeah, this is just one whole piece, and I think it's a pretty dang good piece. I really like the molding of it, which you could see looks really nice. And it even has a stud on top, so I guess you could have a minifigure sit or stand on there, which looks kind of funny, but you can do that if you want to. Next up, we have Moon Knight, or not really Moon Knight, they're from Marvel, but like the Night Protector, which is basically what is Moon Knight in Marvel. I'm just gonna call this Moon Knight because I'm just really used to calling it Moon Knight because of like the Marvel comics and stuff. Yeah, this is a pretty awesome figure. This is one of my favorites. I don't know if I don't really remember what I said about it like before in my thoughts video, but having the figure in my hand is a really awesome figure. I really like the designs of it. It's a really nice detailing on it. Gives it like a really knight feel, but like a space knight. I don't know if you get what I mean, but that's my interpretation of it. She does have some really nice purple accessories on it, which she has this nice shield, which even has a crescent logo on there. Not really crescent logo, but like a design to it. And she even has this nice sword, which is also in translucent purple. I really like the color scheme for this figure as well. This is a really nice design. You can see that her head isn't really like a white. It has a bit of a blue, I guess. It has a little bit of a blue coloring to it. The hairpiece is blue, definitely. And you can see on the back, she has an alternate face where she's smiling. You can also see some more printing on the back. So yeah, overall, this is a really awesome figure. It's really nice and detailed, which I do really like. How LEGO just has a lot of details on these figures nowadays. Next up, we have ourselves this wheelchair racer figure. I believe that's what he was called. Which, yeah, it is a pretty chunky piece, that wheelchair, which a minifigure can just sit on there. And it just stands on that little clear piece right there, which does look nice. And yes, these wheels are movable, and you can roll them on the ground if you want. And you can easily just sit a minifigure on there. And there are no printing or whatever kind of details on the legs, but it does have some nice detail on the torso with the nice dual molded arms on there for its t-shirt. And he also does have a medal right here, which just goes over the neck. There's no hairpiece that comes with this figure actually, but it does have this helmet right here, which you can take off. And you can just put it back on the figure right away. Of course, there is no alternate face because like the back of the head is exposed. And yes, this figure doesn't really have any kind of accessories to him, but I don't think he really needs one because I really do like this wheelchair piece, which, yes, you can use to roll around the ground if you want to, and it does work pretty well. So yeah, that's really it for this figure. This next figure is like a forest elf. That's what LEGO calls it, at least. It's kind of a kid, or maybe it's just an elf. I'll just call it the forest elf, which is a pretty cute design, I guess you could say. It's not something that I'm super interested in, but it does have some pretty interesting pieces, like this accessory of a mushroom which has a face on it, I believe. Is that supposed to be a face, or is this like something that's supposed to like trip me out? But that does look like a face to me, which, yes, that is just on 2 pieces. It's a pretty simple build. And you can see the figure does have a lot of shades of green onto him. Even has like an acorn belt buckle on there, which he also does have an acorn hat. He uses the mid legs, this time in a dark green arms. He has this little stick right here, or like a walking stick maybe. But yeah, it's just a simple pole piece in brown. A nice cape cut here, which is just like the newer style cape. It's a softer kind, which gives like a very leafy design to it to me. That's what I think about it. And once again, yes, this acorn hat. This is a new piece, which I believe at least there is one new piece for each of the figures here, which I do like. This is a very elaborate piece for this figure. I really do like how this came out. You can see on the back, he does have another face where he's like really smiling and stuff. So yeah, this figure has a lot of really good pieces, and it's a pretty cute design. I like it. So our next figure is this raccoon costume girl, which this is another figure that has this outfit, another costume character, I guess you could say. Which, yeah, there is no Lego raccoon figure that I know of, or a raccoon piece, which would have been nice if we got a raccoon accessory to go with the raccoon costume person. But that's okay. This is still a really nice design. It's actually a recolor of the Fox Girl from Lego Minifigures Series 19, I believe. Which does use the same exact piece. It's like the fox helmet is now been recolored to be a raccoon, which you can easily take that off the figure. And you can see this tail. Here's the Rocket Raccoon tail. This time in a lighter gray. And there's like a fur bit on the front for printing. And some nice dual molded legs with a gray and a black shading to it. She does also have a trash bag and a trash can piece, which are pretty common pieces, but that's okay, I guess. And she does also have an extra hair piece that you can include for the figure, which is this nice gray hair. And on the back, there is an alternate face for this figure. So yeah, that's really it for this minifigure. Once again, it would have been nice if we got like a raccoon piece to go with the actual figure. But yeah, this is still okay, I guess. Next figure is the Troubadour figure, which is basically supposed to be like this Middle Ages or like Dark Ages musician, which I do really like it that we're getting Lego castle figures. I don't know, I just really like the castle feel that this character has. This is probably my favorite figure in this entire series. I actually do really like this. It's super detailed. Like, it also has this new piece right here for this kind of guitar. I'm not really sure what it's called, but whatever it is, it's a really nice piece. And he does also have these nice tile pieces, these 1x1 tile pieces, as a nice accessory to represent like coins, which I do really like how we have a lot of those, like as extras. And he does also have some nice lining to the overall figure design, from the pants to the arms as well. Even the face looks pretty cool, even has some lining on the side. And this nice hat right here, which does have a little hole on top for you to insert this like feather or whatever it's called. But yeah, this is a pretty damn good figure. I really like the details on it, which for some small details, you actually also have this like pouch right here over here with a belt buckle. And yeah, just a really awesome figure in general. I don't really know what else to say for this. Pretty great one. Next up, we have this figure skater figure, which isn't. I remember like roasting this figure like when in my thoughts, but this isn't a bad figure. I think it's okay. Actually, it's not bad. It's kind of, I believe it's like a recolor, like a gender swap of an ice skater figure that we got before. But it's still a nice design. I mean, it doesn't really have anything interesting to it, I guess, beyond this hairpiece right here, which is actually really cool. It's like an Elvis Presley kind of hair, which I do like. I don't know, I just like that hair design. There is no alternate face to the figure for some reason. He does have ice skating pieces on the bottom, and he just has this generic trophy piece. And yeah, it does use the action posing pieces that the Marvel Studios minifigures used in the Marvel CMF, which is nice that you get to stand the figure even with the ice skating piece, because you can't really stand the figure on the studs with those ice skating pieces up front or on the feet, which you can easily take that out if you like to, and you can easily put it back on. And yeah, that's really it for this figure. Our next figure is this little winter warrior, as I call it, which looks kind of like a Santa Claus warrior. But yeah, this is an awesome one. I really like this one. It's like an Ice Age warrior or something like that. Ah, the dog just came off. Okay. Oh well, poor doggy. But yeah, this is a pretty nice design. He does use Captain America's shield in a new coloring with some nice printing of a snowflake. This nice sword design to it, which isn't new. I believe it came in minifigure series 20 and a couple other sets, but it's still a nice piece to get. I really like the overall outfit that he has, like with the what's called I forgot what they're called, but like this jacket, really thick jacket, this winter jacket that he has, which has some nice fur detailing to him, even as a fur piece that goes around his neck, and it even continues to his helmet or to his hat, which is a separate piece. It's not like the raccoon one. Not the raccoon one. The elf kid. The elf kid has a different kind of hat design to it. This one's a really nice design as well. It's another dual molded one with the white and the blue. And you can see on the back, he does have a more chill expression on his look, which you can see on the front. He has a more serious and ready to fight design to him. And for some little missable details, you can actually see there's like a design of a dog there, like on his belt, which you can see a little bit of, which even that continues onto the back. So yeah, I really do like the small detail set they do give to these figures. And once again, he does have this husky dog piece, which isn't, the piece itself isn't new, I think, but the printing on the figure is new. So that is nice. Our next figure, this is actually our second to the last, is this robot figure, which we have gotten robots before in Lego, especially in minifigure series, but this is a more mechanic-like design for it. It even uses a specialized arm piece in yellow, which I do like. You can see a lot of these machine details all over it, which I do like how it's scattered throughout the figure. And yes, this mechanical arm even has a detachable hand, which is really just a regular claw piece in Lego that you can just put through the figure. And just has a boring, I guess, hammer accessory, but it's still a really nice design for the figure. I do really love how it looks with all the details and stuff. And it does have another accessory of this little, I guess, other robot kind of design, which is super cute. It's a really simple build, but it's just really adorable. I do really like how that looks. It uses the welder's helmet, actually, for the head, which you can't take that out. And it does have a real head inside, which does have some nice details to it, which does have a kind of a creepy facial expression. I don't know, it just looks really creepy to me. But yeah, you can use this welder helmet on other figures, which is really nice. I do like how they use this. It's a good piece usage, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's really it for this figure. And our last figure is this Birdwatcher figure, which this is actually a really awesome figure. I don't know, at first I didn't really care for it, but oh my gosh, this is a really cool one. I really like the outfit that she has. It's like an explorer kind of outfit. I mean, look at the arms. Let's start with the arms. I mean, look, it has dual molded arms, and even has a printing for a watch. That's really nice. You can use that for other figures. This one doesn't have any printing to it, but that's okay. The torso as well looks pretty good. I do really like how it looks. It's a very generic torso design to it. Her legs as well are pretty dang good with some nice detailing on the side for pockets. I don't know, just a really awesome design. Even has like a belt design to it. And even her hat even has a new color. They could have simply just used another random color for this hat that's already been used before. But they went all out and decided to make a new color for it, which is really awesome. And you can see on the back, she does have another face to it. And she also does have a pink bag, like a handbag. And her other accessory is this, I forgot what it's called, like a toucan accessory. Like, this is a really nice bird accessory, which is one piece, which I do really like, and it just sits on this little plant life piece right there, which that is a really nice bird design. I really do like how that looks. And yeah, that's really it for all the figures in this set. And actually, I made a mistake earlier when I said there were 16 figures to collect. That was the old minifigure count for other series. But no, they actually changed it to 12 in like 2021. I don't know, I'm just not used to the 12 figures now. I always thought it was 16. I don't know why. But anyway, here is the packaging for the set, which is this light blue kind of packaging design to it. You can see the figures on there. It says it's Series 22. On the back, there's nothing too much for this design. Alright, checklist. Let's see what the figures are on the checklist. I mean, you already know like what figures you have on the checklist, but I'm just going to show it to you anyway, just to be professional. But yeah, you could see all the 12 figures. Yes, I thought it was 16. I keep thinking it's 16, but no, it's just 12. You can see all the 12 figures laid out there. And on the back, it just shows like on how to build some of these figures, and even has a little artwork of the character like breaking through there, and a win ad. And yeah, that's really it for all the other contents of this set. Let's give my final thoughts. So, how do I feel about this series? Well, it's pretty good. I mean, it's definitely not as great as Series 2021. But that's still a pretty good series. This is still a really, really good series. It has a lot of strong figures to it. Even if the ideas of the figures aren't really original, the execution of the figures are still pretty cool. Like the robot figure. We got in robots many times before. This is still a really cool design. I really like how it looks. We've gotten a lot of warrior figures before, but let's say the Winter Warrior. We've gotten figures similar to this before. This is still a nice design. We've gotten a lot of musician figures before, but like say with the Bard figure or the Troubadour figure. This is still a really nice figure. Even if you've gotten many musicians before, like as a minifigure for a minifigure series, this is still a really awesome design to it. I do really like the execution here. Or like for this Birdwatcher figure, it's basically another explorer kind of design. It's not an original idea, but has a really good execution. Same with this alien guy here. We got a lot of space characters before, even with the Moon Knight character. See, it has like the ideas aren't exactly original, but a lot of the figures have a really good execution here, and it does have a really nice, I guess, details to each of these characters. And I really do like how they even go the extra mile and even add hair pieces for some of the characters, which I do like. So yeah, that's really all I have to say for this series. I think it's a pretty solid one. And yeah, that's really all I have to say for this video, guys. And I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.